Hello, everyone. Welcome back to The Gray Say. There's a better way, which is my new segment on Pot Smoker's Bible, which is me talking about the things that the Gray have actually told me, because I do have communications with them. And you need to know that I am in contact with them, and they do tell me things. And you need to know these things that they tell me because that's why they tell it to me. So, this segment of my YouTube channel and social media channel is dedicated to the things that the Gray say. Now, as I say in my other segments, my name is Zion. I'm the author of the Pot Smoker's Bible, which contains the prophetic book of Zion, where I get my name and authority. That name and authority, the name is Zion, and the authority comes from the Gray. Okay, now it comes from the Ketuvim, which is the Old Testament, or the Hebrew Testament, the prophetic part. And that prophecy is about me. The 54th chapter of the book of Isaiah is my resume. It not only tells you my history, but what I'm planning on doing, and why I'm doing it, and what God says about what I'm going to do, and what He's going to do. And the reason why I'm telling you this today is because there are many, many people who are going around the world telling many, many people many, many things about the occult and about aliens. And so I thought, and I'm speaking directly to the QAnon people, okay? This element of society that right now is going way off the deep end. And we need to bring them back. And I want to point out a few things. This episode is for my sister-in-law, Kathy, in answer to her friend that she listens to, who is saying that she is in communication with the aliens. But I know that she's not, because there are several elements of her spiel that is in direct violation of the truth. Not according to the voices in my head, the Gray, but they do totally go along with it. But my evidence comes from the evidence they left us in order to establish the truth in this time. And that evidence is from the Ketuvim. It's from the Bible. That's why that book has been so important and brought down through history. So, if you listen to somebody who is talking about aliens and they do not follow the prophecy of Israel as set forth by the Ketuvim, then do not believe them. Because the Gray are the only gods of the earth in authority over this planet. The reason why that is because they were the ones who found this planet. They were the ones who colonized this planet by creating us. We are not reptiles. The reptilian race of which this woman speaks is a lesser race, which is governed by the Gray. They have red eyes, and they have been likened to the chupacabra. They're a primitive species that have been safeguarded by the Gray, and they are not so primitive as we are. They have access to spaceships and such. But the information that this woman gave is based on the very, very corrupted mythology of the Mesoamerican peoples. Okay? Those people were bloodthirsty savages for all intents and purposes, having retained much of their genetic Neanderthal baser instincts. When the Grey left, and the reptilians with them, these Mesoamericans degenerated into the most primitive form of human, to the point where by the time the white men came to America, they were butchering people by the thousands on a daily basis to appease their bloodthirsty mythology. So, yes, there are reptilians. No, they are not humans. The Grey are depicted in our mythology correctly in the Hindu scriptures and depictions. They are humanoid and they are blue skinned. They are not reptilian. The reptilians are a lesser species governed by the Grey, but not part human. We are not all part reptilian. And I'm offended by that because I'm Grey. And as a Grey, I take offense to being called something that I'm not. So, in order for the entire human race to have a means by which to judge these things, we have been left the Ketuvim, which is, by the way, a set of instructions left to us so that we would know how to contact the Grey on an equal basis, not as God to worshiper, but as father to child. Only when the human race understand their connection to God, the Grey, and in that context, contact the Grey, openly inviting them to Earth, openly, so that the entire human race knows that these people are calling on these gods to come to Earth, inviting them willingly. That and that alone will bring the Grey to Earth. That was how it was set up. That's how it's going to be. And if anybody tells you anything different, they're blowing it out their ass. Because that is what has come down to us. Now, there were a set of instructions in the document, the Ketuvim, that was left for that person who would be appointed by the Grey to speak on their behalf. That is the 54th chapter of the book of Isaiah. That is who I am. I am barren. I sing. I am advocating for a camp-out, solemn assembly to call upon the Grey and invite them to Earth. I am bringing forth the preset evidence planted by the Grey for this purpose, to defend the rights of my people and to establish them as a unique people deserving of a nation state of their own. That's who Zion is. That's what Zion does, and that's why the Grey come to Earth. So, I've already done every single thing that was left for me to do. The Ketuvim literally says, if you're this person from Isaiah 54, And if you do this, 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 and this, this, and this will happen. Well, guess what? I fit the bill. So I took every single step along contained within the texture, the scripture. And that brings us right here, right now. So, in order for the prophecy to completely be fulfilled, there's only one step left. All I have to do is convince enough humans, gray humans and regular humans, to walk away from society in a repeat of the acts of Moses in the Exodus. So, we are to pack all of our possessions, we are to go to a designated place, and we are to pitch our tents. Once we've pitched our tents, we are to hold a solemn assembly, and we are to call upon the gray telepathically, because they're telepathic and must be addressed telepathically by telepaths. When they receive a telepathic invitation from their chosen spokesperson representing their chosen people, then they will land and they will speak one-on-one, face-to-face with their children, who are the people of Zion. And we will create a covenant between our two species. As long as the gray exist, they will protect the people of Zion. And as long as the people of Zion exist, they will consider themselves to be part of the family of gray. And they will teach their children according to the gray's way. And they will become part of the gray family forever. And they will become a delightful people. That is what the prophecy says. I have taken every step required of me to fulfill prophecy. The gray say, if all the drug users, all the poor, all the homeless, all the refugees go camping, hold a solemn assembly, and call upon them, then they will come. And they will help us to address our problems, which are dire. And together, we will create a perpetual future for both species, in peace, in unity, with a new form of government that sees to all the needs of all the people. A world where money does not exist except for as a toy in games such as Monopoly and poker. And Monopoly will be used as a tool to teach people about greed and selfishness and profit, so that they will learn as children that such things are childish and should never be used in real life. And so, that being said, the gray watch over the entire human species, but they only perceive those who use drugs. So, may the gray watch over you, guide you, protect you, and keep you from all harm. May they teach you right from wrong, and may you be worthy of them. May your thoughts, words, and deeds reflect truth, good, and light, the unicorn way. Find your joy and pursue it, and make that your guild choice when we get to camp. If you use drugs, stay happy and high. You have every right and reason to. Believe me, I know. I wrote 2 books about it. My name is Zion. I love you way too much to say goodbye, so I'm going to say later now.